Hello everyone and welcome back to the MAD campaign for the Apache in DCS World, and welcome to Mission 6, Helicopter Ship Qualification, which is a very short video mission because not a lot happened. It was quite a long actual mission, mostly because it was about an hour of uninteresting flight over the sea to get there. The briefing for this mission is that we are going to do a qualification to see if we are capable of landing on a carrier. And so we take off, fly out to sea, and then have to do a few passes of the carrier at various speeds, and then land on it. Very odd considering what we've been doing so far, but let's jump in.
If I hear anyone else complaining about headaches or vertigo because of the monocle, you won't be an Apache pilot for much longer. I experienced it all myself, and I can assure you that it will not kill you. No one ever died because of crossed eyes. You might not be able to read two books at once, but it's more of an advantage than a disadvantage.
Springfield, 1 on...
Okay, 3-3, tell us about the forward-facing procedure. Explain why I chose it.
Forward-facing procedure, the most suitable landing procedure for the day and night operations, as well as for instrument flight conditions. Onward approach to the ship, hovering on the left or on the right, depending on the visibility of the flight deck. Shift towards the deck and...
Excellent, 3-3. Alpha 1 is holding a spot location with a windward approach as per the flight plan, which is why you have to approach from the stern. Everyone, please study the diagram in the TDS carefully.
Here we are, back home in the sky. We are under Allah's protection. 3-2, in place, on the right.
Excellent. Okay, chaps, follow heading 314 to waypoint 2 at 500 feet.
Springfield,
Saber 3-1, ready for task.
Continuous route. Elevated position behind 3-2 on the right.
All Sabres, hold formation. Anyone out of position will have to reset and pass the full theoretical qualification course on the ship.
Riley, tell us about the procedure of the qualification. What tasks are set for us?
Springfield, 1 on station at bullseye 22941.
Come on, boss. I'm sure you already have some tasks for us. Sometimes you're secrets. This is a combat operation, not training.
Springfield, 1 on...
It's nothing special, chaps. All the landing procedures, for instance.
1 on...
Come on, Saber 3-2. Please remind us all about the procedures.
Springfield, 1 on station at bull.
I'm glad it's not being me, boss.
3-2, you are the one who wanted it.
Springfield.
I'm going to ask less questions from now on. The aforementioned FA procedure is the best fit for most day and night operations, excluding flank wind restrictions.
Springfield, 1 on...
RW, relative wind approach pattern is mostly used during the day, but you're allowed to use it at night as well. Approaches and hovering are performed into the wind. It is dangerous when landing on a moving ship.
Springfield, 1 on station at bullseye 23041 130 at 25,000.
A stern procedure. It can be used for takeoff from the flight deck or the pad on the stern of the ship. After takeoff and hovering, the helicopter moves in the direction opposite to the course of the ship.
Springfield, 1 on...
Oblique procedures, which we will probably never use.
Springfield, 1 on station at bullseye 23141 130 at 25,000.
Yes, he did. I almost fell asleep, mate. You can't talk in such a monotonous way.
Springfield, 1 on...
Those are the procedures we'll complete together. We'll also add to the list daytime and night landings, as well as landings in case of IMC.
Springfield, 1 on...
Triple R fueling with the engines running. HIFR fueling while hovering above the flight deck. Oh, and also don't forget conventional takeoffs.
Springfield 1, on station at Bullseye.
We're fine enough time for War Rider.
Springfield.
Don't worry, 3-3. The better you are at qualification, the more time you get to blow stuff up for real. Okay, chaps, we're entering the rainfall area. Keep a close eye on engine performance. We're going IMC.
Oh, yeah, it's so many ships and they're all waiting for us to protect them.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls 2434120.
All ships between the coast and the island are under the protection of the SOS fighters.
Springfield.
Our task is protection of the ships in the borderline areas, located in the territorial waters of Bahrain and the Emirates.
Oh man, I hate the sea. I also hate ships. I descend from a family of Bedouins and was made for living in the sands.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls.
Don't worry, therefore, I got a full measure of motion sickness medication for you.
Springfield.
Wow, good news, 3-3. I'll approach you after debriefing.
Alright, chaps, as you all know, this is Siri Abu Nair, our hidden farm.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls.
It looks like a civilian aerodrome, but there's always a team of ground technicians, fuel and medical staff in the hangar. A radio battery also covers the island. Alpha 1, Sabre Group arrived at Siri.
Sabres, I see you on the radar. Proceed to 332 with a distance of 14 nautical miles. Move to 500 feet.
Alpha 1, Sabre 3-1, proceeding along 332 at 500.
Acknowledge the approach.
3-1, will do.
Boss, our main task is search and destroy of sabotage detachments and small boats and bases.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls 2324130 at 25,000.
Good question.
Springfield.
We only work with small vessels and those ships that engage in combat ops with the anti-submarine helicopters. Mirages and F-16s provide top cover.
Springfield.
Our targets are ground and surface ones. You talk too much. If you don't pass the qualifications, the only enemy you'll see will be in YouTube clips.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls 2334130.
We never expected anything else from you, boss.
Springfield.
Don't worry, 3-1. Your task is to prepare us for combat. Our task is to win.
Alpha 1, Sabre 3-1, on approach.
Sabre Group, you're cleared for approach. Proceed to the holding zone, then complete the qualification in order. Left orbit, the ship's course is 290.
3-1, copy.
Every aircraft requests the orders separately.
3-1, copy. Well, this is our floating home for the next few months, possibly even longer.
Springfield 1, on station at Bulls 2434120 at 20.
Damn it, Khalid. I fell asleep. Did I miss anything? Yes, pain fired you. Stop pulling my leg. What do I need to know? Relax, Salah. Today you are just watching a movie. Just like back then, during the dust storm. That was when I wasn't able to watch a movie, because I was taking the leading role.
Hold position until advised otherwise, everyone. Alpha 1, Sabre 3-1. Sabre Group is in position in the holding zone and are ready for tasking.
251 for 130 at 480.
Sabre 3-2, you're first up. Split off and proceed with the exercise as briefed.
3-2, splitting off, proceeding in accordance with the pattern. Alpha 1, Sabre 3-2, requesting passage over the flight deck at 150 feet with a speed of 60 knots.
3-2, you're cleared for passage over the flight deck. The ship's course is 290. QFE is 28.86. Wind 110 at 9 with gusts up to 13 knots.
3-2, QFE is set, cleared for passage.
3-2, follow the flight pattern in your TDS.
3-2, copy.
3-2, this is the flight deck officer. I will be your eyes and ears for this exercise. Follow my recommendations. You must perform the flight at an altitude of 150 feet, with a course of 290 degrees, 70 feet to the left of the deck, speed of 60 knots. Please acknowledge.
Roger. 70 to the left of the deck, 150 feet, course of 290, speed of 60.
So the first pass nice and simple, just keeping up airspeed about 60 to 70 knots, just above the deck to the side of the deck, and just go across it.
Excellent, 3-2. Now, observe the pattern and fly 70 feet to the left of the deck. Course 290 degrees, altitude 110 feet, speed 30 knots. Be careful when transitioning to hover mode.
3-2, copy that. Flight at the altitude of 110 feet with the speed of 30 knots.
When flying near the deck, find the parking slot number 5 visually.
3-2, roger that. Find the parking slot number 5 visually.
5 is painted on the deck.
And then just repeating that, but at a much slower speed of about 13 knots. And while I'm at it, looking for my parking place number 5, which I do catch just as I'm going across.
Excellent, 3-2. The next part of the plan is to orbit for the third time and land. Your slot is number 5. Approach at 290 degrees. Hover in front of the parking slot number 5. Shift the right side towards the deck and land.
3-2, proceeding with the third orbit, hovering at the slot number 5, followed by landing.
Excellent, 3-2. Decelerate. You're in front of number 5 at this time. Can you see me? I'm standing right in front of you wearing a white uniform.
And then finally, just one more orbit, then come back and now hover and then land on slot number 5.
3-2, you are directly above the landing pad. Proceed with landing.
And so then, just using the hover mode symbology, just put it into a hover. The ship isn't actually moving, which makes this very, very straightforward. Just set it down on deck, set it down a little bit too far forward so it doesn't quite trigger, so I do just reverse a little bit just to put me into the trigger zone, and then all is done.
Rotor RPM high.
3-2, landing.
Excellent work, guys.
So yeah, I don't really get the point of this mission. From a mechanics point of view, there just isn't really anything there. It's just a vertical landing at the end and some slow maneuvers, but we already proved that we could do that with mission number 2, and you could optionally land on the carrier in mission number 1, so I don't see the point of having this whole new mission to prove that you can do what you've already shown that you can do. And from a story point of view, it's all a bit pointless. There's no plot progression other than we are now on a carrier, which could have been done with a one-line thing in a mission briefing. We've already been jumping around air bases without needing to have a mission to fly from A to B. And then from a pacing point of view, it's just all over the place. We've had some really fun missions involving some nice combat, nice challenge. Then all of a sudden it's just an hour straight flight. And I don't mind missions that just involve flying around in helicopters, but as long as there's something interesting to be doing along the way, low-level following terrain, going through valleys, keeping up in formation when the formation is constantly moving, that can all be interesting. This was literally just an hour-long straight line flight, so yeah, not my favourite mission. Hopefully it does get back onto the good mission soon. Hopefully you will join me for that. Until then, remember to be kind to yourselves and everyone else. Cheers.